Alright guys, I wanted to show you the Monolith Titan number 50. This is the team I've been using. It's been Xal'ae, Aldrich, Torsten, Tusk, and then honestly the best reinforcement, it's been Aldrich. Um, Aldrich's great as a reinforcement because he gives that times 4.5 to all the light heroes' defenses. So that works for my own Aldrich, his Aldrich, and it'll buff up Torsten's attack a lot. And those are the things I really care about the most. It's also going to increase the direct sunburn damage, regardless of who I use it with. And I'm going to show you guys my method for doing this. This Titan, he hits really, really hard. I may or may not have to use some gems for this fight. On Titan 48, I had to use gems, but on 49, I didn't. So it's kind of, there's a little bit of RNG involved, whether or not I get the leech when I need it. Sometimes when he multi-attacks and I'm not using my own Aldrich, the multi-attack is enough to drop, it was enough to drop me with, when I used another person's Aldrich. But Mad's Aldrich, his defense is pretty high. What's that? It's a little over 1300, which is about what mine is at. Yeah, mine's almost 14. So I mean, mine's about the exact same. They're both at 69%. So I think that Mads and my Aldrich will do really, really well at blocking all of the hits. I'm just gonna jump right into this, so you guys can see how I do this. Now, if the Titan starts out with 5 turns before he attacks, I won't have to use my Star Potion right at the beginning. But 4 or less, I've got to use the Star Potion, because if he hits me with that amped up attack, I'm done, even if I'm using Aldrich's Shield. So the best way to do this is to just use it on Tusk for now. It's a guaranteed 2-turn stun, plus it gives 2 energy to every other hero. And now the idea is to just not... Oh, that's kind of nice. The idea is to just not get all water. I go ahead and I use their abilities basically as soon as they charge. There'll be a few times when I don't, and I'll explain it as I do. Again, fire right now is healing him. Let's see. Oh, no, that's right, it switches. So right now, my fire is healing him, which kind of sucks because Torsten was a big piece of my destroy. So for the first half, my Tusk won't be destroying him. So it might be a little difficult to get through this first half. But we'll see what we can do. So you can see, because I've got Aldrich buffing me even more, my shield is ridiculous. It's going to be over 60,000. 61,000. So, and then I just use Aldrich's Direct Sunburn, and it does like 200,000, a little bit less, I think. Oh yeah, 225, that's pretty nice. His regular attack will probably break through the shield now that he's Titan number 50. We'll see. Multi-attacking, it's really, really powerful. Yeah, but you see, my goal is to alternate back and forth between Aldrichs. So, his Pulse Cannon is going to charge in 5 turns, so I'm just going to go ahead and use his Aldrichs. Mine did 61,000 of a shield. His did 59, so his Aldrich is basically the same as mine. And the shield lasts for 5 turns. So I want to be mindful every time that I use it. I want to make sure. You'll see what I mean. I want to watch my timing on those shields. I'm getting really lucky with the destroys right now. And then I don't use Torsten and Tusk's shield unless it doesn't do as much as Aldrich's does. So I really just use it as a backup for when I get burned, because his burn is really strong. It is like 13,000 damage right now. It'll basically kill me in one hit. So it's okay. The nice thing about Monolith is that when he buffs his own attack, it only lasts for 5 turns, which includes this turn. So by the time he gets around to attacking, it's going to be gone anyway. But it kind of doesn't matter because I've got Torsten, and he's going to get rid of his strength anyway, as boosted to his attack. I make sure to use that first, and then use Tusk's Pulse Cannon so I can get that little bit of extra charging with Torsten's ability. Torsten's now a little bit charged. And that also delays him for 2 turns, and I'll be able to use Aldrich's shield by the time he's done being stunned. Right now it's all about direct sunburn, Torsten's punch, and destroying. And that's why it was so important that all of my reinforcements had destroy, because I got to get him through this first half. Then for the second half, my Xal'ae's Blaze and direct sunburn will just burn him up. Plus, Xal'ae's the one that's got the massive amount of leech. So it's all about trying to get through the first half of the fight. This is just going to heal him. But now I've got another direct sunburn, and I'm going to use Divinus Mirrors as well, because it lasts for 5 turns, and he's going to attack in 5 turns. Sometimes I catch a leech on this. I've got like a 5 or 6% chance with my Aldrich. It's rare, but sometimes it happens. Again, really right now it's just my Aldrich, his Aldrich, and my Torsten that I can destroy. And my Torsten is set up to leech, not to destroy. So really, it's just the 2 Aldrichs that can destroy right now. And that's kind of what I'm relying on. So I'm just trying to outlast him. And they're pulling through for me. Let's see. As long as he doesn't multi-attack, I'm fine. And he can do this all day. Here's a really cool thing about this. I don't have to waste this Purify Potion, because this defense lowering lasts 6 turns. Well, he's going to attack in 5, but my Torsten is going to delay him for 2 turns. So if I don't want to waste this potion, I could do that. But I've got plenty of these potions, and really I want to keep on using Torsten's Lightning Fist. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this for now. And I'm not going to activate Divinus Mirrors. If I did this right now, 4 turns from now, I'll be able to delay him. And then this shield will expire, because it only lasts for 5 turns. And right now, wow, I did not mean to do that. This could be bad. I just won't activate Tusk's Pulse Cannon, I guess. I did not mean to activate that. I was just trying to show you guys. It's alright. It really is going to be fine. I'm just going to... I'll delay him on the next cycle. It's fine. This just takes a little bit of tempo away. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to stun him here. But it's really not that big of a deal, unless he multi-attacks. And it's the burn anyway. I actually don't know how much shielding this is going to be. Let's see if it's anywhere near. Yeah, that's not going to be enough to block his attack. That'll hit me really, really hard. If I use this shield. But fortunately, Aldrich's going to charge here right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pulse him. I'm not going to activate Aldrich's Divinus Mirrors right now, because Monolith isn't going to attack for 7 turns. 5 here, and he's delayed for 2. So I don't want to activate Divinus Mirrors yet. So I want to wait 2 turns before I do that. But I'll go ahead and use Direct Sunburn. And I'm getting pretty close to half health on him now. I really need Torsten to come through with a leech or 2. Sometimes the RNG just doesn't like me. I can go ahead and use this. I could have used this last turn. It's not a big deal, because both of these Aldrichs are they recharge pretty quick. If you do try to use 2 Tusks, I didn't really realize this before, but you can only stun you can only stun an enemy once per cycle. So like if I stunned him right now and say I had another Tusk and I waited 3 turns and then I tried to stun him again, it would resist. It would resist the second stun. I didn't realize that, and I learned that the hard way on like Titan number 47 or 48. I guess that's to keep you from perpetually juggling him. So hopefully I get a leech on this. We'll see. Nope. But again, he's really close to half health. And if I have to waste 50 gems on this fight, it's not that big a deal. I haven't really had to spend any gems except for on Titan number 40. I think it was 48 that I had to waste gems on. But this method, there we go, got him to half. So now, Xal'ae is going to be my main source of healing. He's got a 35% chance to leech. And I just got unlucky. Hopefully he doesn't then it couldn't be more perfect. It's great that Monolith is kind of stupid and keeps buffing his attack. I'm glad that they didn't make this last 6 turns. Because anytime he does his own attack boost, it's basically like you get a free turn. But honestly, it's nice to have that little bit of respite because Monolith he hits so crazy hard, and just the mere fact that he can multi-attack, it's so brutally strong. Now again, Tusk is going to charge in 3 turns, so I don't want to activate this shield just yet because if I activate this, if I activate his shield right now, it's going to be 6 turns before he actually attacks. So I want to wait until this is a 3 before I activate his shield, because I'm going to be using Water Pulse or Pulse Cannon, if that makes sense. I hope you guys understand why I'm waiting 1 more turn before I do that. These destroys are just rolling in. So remember, Divinus Muris is going to last for 5 turns. He's on turn 3, but in 2 turns, I'm going to stun him for 2 more turns. So it'll be 5 turns before he attacks. I didn't mean to do that. All right, so let's keep it rolling here. Again, I hit every time I get a 12, and I'm going to use Pulse Cannon now, which buys me 2 extra turns and gives me a bunch of energy. Hopefully I get a leech. Oh, I got a leech earlier, so. And I was hitting for, when I was using double tusks and when I was using rain, I was hitting for like 600,000 with direct sunburn with Xal'ae. I mean, it was ridiculous. I was just ripping right through him. Right. So my Divinus Muris has 1 turn left, which is just in time for his next hit. And then, or this turn, I mean. And my Aldrich is already charged up and ready. So that way, every single time he attacks, I always have an Aldrich shield up. I'm really, really liking this team. This might be my new favorite setup. Because I don't really need a healer anymore. I don't really need to use the Hydra. I do kind of miss using my Tyron. But, I mean, this setup is just so beautiful. I could take Torsten out and put Tyron in, since I'll have both shields. As long as I have an Aldrich as a backup, this will work. I don't know. I really, really like this build. I'm going to go ahead and use Aldrich's Divinus Muris because I'm not going to activate Pulse Cannon before the next cycle. It's really important to try to keep that shield up and really fine-tune when you're activating it. Sometimes, like right now, I'm going to hold off on using Blaze. Or no, I'm not, because I'm not at full health. If I was at full health, I might hold off a little bit. Because that healing that I just got would have been wasted if I was at full health. I'm getting really lucky with all those destroys. And I'm getting really lucky that he hasn't multi-attacked yet. I've been getting very lucky in this fight. Now I am going to be using Pulse Cannon here in a little bit, so I want to wait until turn 3 before I activate the Divinus Mirrors this time. So I'll just attack normally. Activate shield. Again, I'm not hitting on 12 or higher. I want to activate Lightning Fist first to get a little bit of damage, and then use Pulse Cannon. That will charge Lightning Fist a little bit, and then also it also recharges my Direct Sunburn. And I'm going to go ahead and blast him with it now, because I do have a little bit of damage, and I didn't heal from it, but it's alright. As long as he doesn't multi-attack, I'm golden. But again, this game seems to just hate me at random times. I got a little healing off of that. But right now, it is just showering me with luck. I'm going to keep on using this to make sure I have, just in case I get a string of really bad luck with and draw a bunch of water cards or whatever. As you can see, it's so important to activate every single turn in these fights. The only danger, like I said, is just drawing all water, which tends to happen like once per fight. I'm going to go ahead and activate Blaze now. I want to try to stay at full health as much as possible, and that's perfect. And again, I use Torsten basically every single time. He's got a 21% chance to leech, not quite as high as Xal'ae, but it's definitely a nice little clutch move. If I'm going to use this build more often, I'm going to have to get his to 30% or higher if I really want it to be consistent. Look at those counters. That was just perfect. I'm going to use Pulse Cannon in 2 turns, so I want to wait until 3 before I activate the shield. There's the water. Woohoo, but I still activated. And a destroy. That was very, very nice. And then I'll activate shield. And then I'm going to go ahead and activate Pulse Cannon, which charges my Direct Sunburn. You can see this makes the fight so fast. I gain basically 4 turns of tempo every time I use the Pulse Cannon. And with the Aldrich as a backup, it's boosting his defense, Torsten's defense, and Aldrich's defense, which boosts their entire combo ability. And then plus I get the extra 33% because I'm using it through Xal'ae, and it's a 35% chance to leech with Xal'ae as well. So it's just every single thing about this is basically the most efficient possible. This is a very highly refined team, I think. I've got a lot of work to do on runes. I want to kind of upgrade those a little more. But as far as the setup, it's pretty perfect. Let's see if the game trolls me and tries to give me a multi-attack just to force me to use gems. Wouldn't that be crazy? Because I'm one more cycle away, I'm going to kill him. And he just burns, and I can get rid of that with Divine Shield, which is nice because I don't have to waste any potions. And then I'll Lightning Fist him. And I think Blaze will kill him. Now, even though I've activated their shield, remember it only protects me from 39,000 damage. So I'm going to go ahead and activate my Aldrich's Divinus Mirrors. And they don't add up, they don't combine. So I just basically replaced the shield. Let's see if this actually finishes him off. It might not. Yep. So let's see. I've got to last one more turn. There is a chance. Oh, are you kidding me? There's the all water. Like I said, it seems to happen every single time, at least once. The game's going to troll me. And it's going to make... Nope. Oh, I cannot believe that. Well, that's game. So, I don't even really even need to use the shield at this point. Because, I mean, it's game over. because this will do 300k, and that's far more than enough that I need. Yeah, that's beautiful. So yeah, that was Monolith Titan number 50 in one go. I'm really loving this build. It really only works for slow Titans. If the Titan can't be stunned, then obviously it won't work. But this is a great build for any Titan that takes 4 or 5 turns to attack. If it's 3 or lower, I don't know if this build is actually going to be worth it or not. I don't know. I'll keep playing around with it. Let's see what I get in my chest. Not really that great. I'll definitely save that. Yeah, I don't really care about those runes right now. So there you have it. If you guys have any questions or any advice or any ways that you think I can improve this build, let me know. I'm definitely going to be playing around with the runes and see if I can build something better or improve on this build a little bit more. So hope you guys like this. I hope you guys got a lot out of it. Just leave a like, subscribe if you want. I try to post, 1 Titan kill per week at least. If you guys have any questions or you want to know about anything else that I'm doing, feel free to ask. I like making these videos, and I'm here to help. All right, you guys have a great day.